it's time for a Motion mail call. I got some stuff in here from Motion Raceworks. Another card. Add to my collection of cards. Little Motion sticker. Another Motion sticker. Some receipts. The engine limiter that I was telling you guys about. This bolts to the side of the block with the rod that you weld to the frame rail. It's a really sweet piece. And this piece, I've been waiting a while for this piece. They just came out with this. I'd like to say I was one of the first ones to get it because me and Doug were talking about it on the side. Throttle cable bracket to go with a flipped throttle body on a high ram. Really nice. And this is pretty cool. Laptop mat to put on your car so you don't scratch your roof when you're pulling the laptop in and out. It's a nicely machined piece. And what this does is get rid of my jankety ass bracket that I made. That's not jankety, but it would work. And this goes right here. Very nice. They sent me the wrong piece. So let's open this up. What we have here is this piece goes to, so this piece, now he makes them for a couple of different motors. This is for the LS obviously, but this piece bolts to your block and these go in here. And what's cool about this is you can now swivel it 90 degrees. So what's going to happen is, got your rod end. You can bolt this up and put this tube anywhere you want, because this is going to attach to the body somewhere. And you can put this up and it's all set, good to go. And there you have some weld tabs for the frame rail. So we got to weld this on here first. GLS Fab Cup. I'm a little hot on it. You can see the heat, but those are the two tabs welded to the frame rails. Don't make fun of my welding. It was not the easiest thing to weld. When and if I pull the motor, I will redo the welding. And then you can see the plate on the block here. Oh, there's a good shot of it. And my rod, which I had to cut down a couple inches. I just gotta weld this in now, and that will be that. Wait for this to cool off a little bit before I put my rod end back in, and we'll stick it in the car, tighten everything up. I think the easiest way to mark that plate to tighten the two bolts from the backside will be get this in, just slide the bolts through, mark it with a marker, take the plate out, tighten them up, and stick it back in. We'll see how that works. So the engine limiter is all done. That is nice, solid piece. It's installed. When I got the bolts in and I got the bolts down, I gave it just like I put a little tension on the rod, just a little bit. You don't want to try to fucking crank on this thing and get this thing to try to turn your engine. Just a little tight, and then tighten the jam nuts. So I'm gonna see if I can show you, because the car's back on the ground because I forgot to do this. And I'm gonna try to get down in there to show you. You can see the plate and bracket right there, and it goes down the rod all the way over. Everything's all nice and tight. I marked it with a marker, unbolted it, and tightened it up, and it worked. It's great. Any car I motor plate, I will use that piece. That piece makes life so easy. Unbelievable. Alright, so I got the correct throttle bracket in. Doug messed up and sent me the wrong one. I gotta send the old one back. He sent me the new one. This one's for the low carb cable. Sent me the one for the GM cable. But it doesn't matter. It's here now. I never get it open. Doug's vacuum sealing packages, man. Good Lord. Lord have mercy. So I think I showed you the GM one. You can see the difference with the low car. Again, very nicely done. Nice light aluminum pieces. Get the hardware out of here. I'm about to just send that back and take the ones I already opened out. Now I'm pretty sure I've stressed how much I hate the designers of the Holley High Ram with their stupidity of putting the bolts in from the bottom. Dumbest thing I've ever seen. We gotta take two out. One's only a pain in the butt. The other one you gotta use an Allen key. Literally, turn it. But the good news is Doug's are long, going from the top, thread all the way through, and then some nylocks on the bottom. Let's get this bad boy installed. If you're like me, you've made some sort of bracketry to hold your cable, and got it rigged up, and it looks like crap. So what you got to do is you got to take that off first. God damn. You can see my homemade bracket right there. It worked. It was alright, but the alignment wasn't perfect on the cable. And if anybody from Holley is watching or hearing this, whoever the designer is this can get screwed. Honestly, turn around and slap yourself for putting bolts in the bottom like a freaking moron. Man, I still got one more to take out. I got lucky on that one. I was able to break it free and just do it by hand. Thank God. So these two here get removed. I got my cable fed through the motion bracket here. We're gonna get this thing in place. Probably best to run a tap through those. I got a little bit of paint in mine or something, but it's going. Alrighty. There you go. Bracket, don't mind my cable. I'm definitely gonna order another one. This was a 36-inch. It's a little tight. I'm gonna have to adjust that down probably. This is a 36 that I cut down from my original bracket, but it's it looks like shit, so I don't like it. But the bracket is freaking trick. I love it. That's perfect. Alright guys, that was a Motion mail call. Motion Raceworks is great at making parts that make your life easy. So that is definitely one of them. The engine limiter was, I can't even tell you how great that product is. But head over to motionraceworks.com, pick some stuff up, you get some free gushers in your packaging. It's a win-win. Like usual guys, grab a cold beer, grab an iced tea, sweet iced tea, and get in the garage and work on your hot rodder. Have a good night guys.